Are you ready?
Wow. My green screen's really good. Look at that. You can't even
This is how we prepare.
prepare.
Oh yeah, and water. Do your exercises.
Lips, tip of the tongue.
How now, brown cow?
How now, brown cow? Oh, sandy shits.
Why did that
Alright.
turn into a Christmas song?
That just popped into my head. I can't control
Oh,
what pops into my head and comes out of my mouth. It's like
uh, uh, record that for later. Imagine being 11 years old, not a grown adult in a horror game with a weapon, a flashlight, or any real chance of fighting back. You are a child. You are small. You are scared of the dark. You wake up somewhere you do not recognize, and the only thing you have is a candle. And this is where our game starts. Hi, guys. I'm Lunar,
"Hello, sailor."
and welcome back to Scream Queen Sessions, where we play horror games, lose our minds, and then come here to talk about all the trauma we have afterwards. Today, Sailor
Especially
and
the
I.
trauma.
Oh, yes, all of the trauma. I gave all the trauma this time. Today, Sailor and I are talking about one of my favorite horror games, Don't Be Afraid. And I say favorite very carefully because this is not like a fun, cozy little spooky game. This is very disturbing, sad, horrific, and honestly, one of those stories that crawls under your skin and stays there. Before we get into it, we do need to give a serious content warning here. Don't Be Afraid deals heavily with child abduction, child murder, gore, body horror, and disturbing imagery involving children. The game does not sugarcoat it at all. It is the main premise, and child deaths are shown on screen. And for anyone who hates clowns, yes, unfortunately, there is a clown. So please take care of yourself with this episode. If it is not the one for you, we completely understand.
There's always a damn clown. Why is there always a damn clown? And mannequins.
I was just gonna say, clowns, what about the mannequins that are in every
Honestly,
single game?
we need a content warning about mannequins, okay? Because I'm scarred from mannequins.
Scar- Wait, that's not true. Wait, that's not true. The forest in Sons of the Forest did not have mannequins. It was our start point. The only game that did not
Yeah,
have
but okay,
mannequins.
okay, so, like, this is the hill, right? And then we slowly went down from there because yeah, to mannequins. Just
We had a
crash
good
landed
run.
in mannequins.
We had a good run, and then that was it.
One single game was a good run? One single
Wait,
game.
wait. Pacify? Pacify? Was there mannequins in Pacify? Wait, now I'm questioning stuff. Was there mannequins in
They
Pacify?
I don't think they don't move, but well, I mean, yes, kind of in the woods.
Oh,
The
yeah,
when the
yeah,
Mhm. They're kinda like woody mannequins, like, made of
woody
tree trunks.
mannequins. Woody
I don't know, I
mannequins.
consider consider 'em mannequins, I don't know.
Okay. For those of you who have not played Don't Be Afraid, it is an indie psychological horror game from Broken Arrow Games. You play as David, an 11-year-old boy who wakes up in a dark room with no idea how he got there. Then good old Franklin, this masked man who has kidnapped him, starts talking to him like this is all just some twisted little game. The basic premise is that David has to move through Franklin's house, solve puzzles, and avoid the people and things hunting him, and try to survive long enough to escape. But the deeper you get into it, the more you realize Franklin is not just some random creep in a mask. There is a whole system of horror in this place. We have Franklin, his brother Carl, who is a strong brute who does not know his strength, Lydia, who's all teeth, but bunch, and Theodore the clown.
Literally.
Every time you think you understand how horrifying this game is, another piece is revealed. Oh, and in true SQS fashion, of course, mannequins.
Mannequins.
Mannequins. So I won't
Mannequins.
lie. I have played this game probably, I don't know, 20 times. I love it. I know. I know. Don't look at me like that. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite horror story games. It pulls on the heartstrings. I was
Mm.
devastated is actually like not strong enough of a word in my first playthrough. Um, I was live and I was in tears on stream, and it was awful. Sailor, what was your first thoughts and impressions?
Um, my first playthrough, I got the bad ending. I kept
As we all
begging for
did.
somebody to save this poor kid. I kept begging for somebody to save this poor kid. Tears streaming down my eyes. Husband kind of looking over at me like, "What is wrong with you?" And it's like it's just oh my god, but and like the way that it's just the atmosphere of it is just you're tiny and everything feels so much bigger. And it's perfect the way that, like, it makes you actually feel like you're tiny.
Mhm. I love it.
What
I
do you
think,
think?
Franklin's voice was what, like, got to me, like, when you first get in there, and he made
Mm.
me so uncomfortable, say, like, so
Right?
uncomfortable, like
Right?
and he wasn't, like, screaming, he was, like, playful and, like, fucking with you, and then, like, he would use his, like, big boy daddy voice on you, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's not the daddy voice we like." Like
You need to stop right now. And then there were the times when he did get mad, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
shit." Like, he's yelling at you
right?
over the speaker, and you're like, "Oh my god."
Like,
Ugh.
we didn't do it for this one, but in the prologue, when you play as Jamie and you, like, right at the end when you exit, he's like, "Come here now," and I'm like, "Okay, okay, I'm sorry, I'm
Uh-huh. No,
sorry."
no, no. I won't do it. I won't go back. I won't do it. No, 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 no. I'm getting the fuck out of here. No.
It was so good. It was so good. That voice actor is just chef's kiss, amazing.
Yeah, props. Props because man.
He carried it. He definitely carried the game.
Y You had to have a good voice actor in order to make that game. If you had a terrible voice actor, the whole game would have just been
Yeah.
dead
Yeah,
in the
I agree
water.
with that. Mhm. I agree completely.
Mm,
Speaking of the atmosphere, which is literally
mhm,
the strongest part of the game, again, considering Franklin's voice, but just the atmosphere, waking up in the basement, having to travel through the
mhm,
house. It's really dark
mhm.
and it's just heavy and it's again uncomfortable. It kind of feels like Franklin understands how to scare somebody, especially kids. Like he made it to scare the absolute shit out of kids.
Oh, yeah,
And
for
yeah,
sure.
like, he studied how to do it. He was like, "I need the biggest way that I can just traumatize a child before I just."
Well, you also gotta think too, seeing body parts everywhere as a child is just traumatizing as is, and just death in general is traumatizing to children.
I mean, imagine, like, you're 11, you really don't know the concept of death, dying, murder, and
Well,
y
11's really not that young if you think about it. They're almost to preteen hood, I guess you could say. So they're not necessarily child, but they're not necessarily preteen, they're kind of like in the starting to get independent and starting to really feel their way around the room and world, and all of a sudden you're thrown into like this death chamber and you're like, "Oh my god."
yeah, I wouldn't
What?
even know what to start to think, like and you can see, like, the way that they do David when you look at, like, the bodies that are in the jail cells in the first level where Carl is. And,
Mhm.
like, your screen gets fuzzy and shakes, and he just, like, screams, but it just shows you, like, almost like it you can see his psyche breaking down the longer and longer you're in the house.
Well, did you notice though too, the longer you're in the house, the more he's not terrified of those things anymore? It's like there's this one point where you're in like this living room setting, with the two stairs going up, and you
Mhm.
open this suitcase on the couch or whatever, and it's just this head, barely a reaction.
Did I miss that?
Did you? I don't know. It's where the phone call can come in sometimes.
Sometimes I get it every time. I don't know how you didn't get it the second time you played because I get it every time.
I I had to wait. I had to, because I was going back, for B-roll footage or whatever. I
Yeah.
had to wait, like, physically just wait in game for the phone call to come
Oh.
through.
Yeah, I think it's almost like a time thing, like, the longer you're in there, the more you get to a point, that is when the phone
Mhm.
call comes in. But, yeah, I didn't catch that, but I mean, I kinda did notice that. I think, there does get to a point where he doesn't react as much, but I still think he has those
Mhm.
reactions like, the policeman when you get to the policeman.
Yes, that's yeah, because well, he's still alive,
Yeah, he's the
and
only
so
one
that
who's still
com
alive.
took him off guard. He's like, "Oh my god."
I,
Oh,
yeah, it's yeah. The
I'm
sounds
still
too,
thinking
the
about the first
sounds.
time I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. And that little blood drinking ghost. What?
I
Grr,
love him.
why? Why are you
I
going why are
love
you going
him.
chihuahua on me? Stop it.
I
Why?
love
No.
him. I wanted to take him home. What?
What do you want to do? Give him a biscuit?
Yeah,
Train him? Like,
yeah. He'll be like
okay.
my guardian ghosty. I already got Dave upstairs. I can have a little guardian ghosty. What do you mean? I don't have a real dog. I can't have one. I can't be allergic to a ghost.
Okay, so gotcha, guardian ghosty. Okay,
Yeah.
adding to your birthday list right now. Don't worry about
Yes. Yes. You can't be Dave though.
it.
We have to give him a name. I already got a Dave. Maybe a George.
George or Sean. I think
Sh-
Sean.
Sean? Sean the ghost?
I don't know why Sean. Sean the ghost.
Sean the ghost. I
Sean
like
the
it.
blood drinking ghost.
Ah, Sean the oh, does that mean I have to is he like a vampire? I'm gonna have to get him blood? Do you think he'll like cow's
Yeah.
blood? I don't think
I
that can be a
don't
thing.
know. I don't know.
But besides the blood drinking ghost that growls at you like a chihuahua, we
Oh
have
my god.
how David is when he gets scared, his breathing, Carl's
Mhm.
noises, Lydia's singing and whispering to you. I don't know if you caught the whispers. The first time I played, I did not catch them because I was too scared because she was singing and running at me with her eyeless face. But then, like, when you go to do the stuff, she whispers and asks for help. That's crazy.
I Yeah, I heard that. I took the time and I'm like trying to listen or whatever, and I'm like, she's saying, "Help me." And
Mhm.
she just wants to play,
I
but
know.
she kind of wants to chew your face with all of her teeth, but she wants to play.
I feel like it's a trauma response.
Yeah.
Even the
Yeah.
mannequins whisper in this fucking game.
And they cry when you take their ball.
I
It
know.
makes me so sad. I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I have to do it because mean old Franklin is making me do it. I'm
I know.
sorry.
What a
You didn't
dick.
wanna take your ball." I know. I would go back
I
and give him
know.
back the ball.
I know it's
Ugh.
sad, which it's even just reaffirms that we know that the mannequins are hiding the bodies of all the kids that he's killed and people.
Mhm.
Mostly kids, but he does he they have hinted that they have offed adults. But it's mostly kids
Well,
because Franklin has a type.
there
Gross.
are adults in his jail
Mhm.
cells.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
wonder who
Yeah.
those are.
And him and his freaking cameras everywhere
Yes.
because he likes to
Except in the clown
watch.
room.
Well, that's because
Yes, he
Theodore
likes
doesn't
to
allow
watch.
him to watch.
Mm.
That's his room,
His room, his house. So
his
wait, is
rules.
the school just completely abandoned, like, in general, or is it just during the night that he's all like, "I'm gonna put this carnival together every single night
I
and
think
then take it down?"
I think the whole school's abandoned because when you get the good ending and the mother ending, you do go upstairs and it's abandoned.
Mhm. That's what I
And
was thinking because
yeah,
it looks completely abandoned. So, like,
it is.
I don't know, nobody's gonna notice lights coming from a school
I'll get to
that's
that.
abandoned?
We'll talk about that when we get a little bit further into here. I know you have questions, questions that need answering.
So many questions.
As far as like the scary parts of this game, I don't think it's the jump scares. While there are some jump scares that did get me, I definitely think the most scary thing about this game is just your complete helplessness as an 11-year-old with
Mhm.
nothing going through this psychotic person's house trying to escape. And I think that slow realization as you play, especially if you're getting the bad ending, is just knowing like I'm gonna die. Like I'm dying.
Yeah.
There's no getting out of it, and we know that once you get to that part in the attic, that's it, that's the ending you're getting, there's no getting out of it at that point, whatever ending you are at
Yep.
that point is it.
Even though, I replayed, for B-roll footage and I wanted to experience all the endings myself and everything, the game still really made me uneasy. No
Yes.
matter how many times I played, I knew what was coming, but yet I had goosebumps all over my arms still,
It
constantly.
definitely sticks with you,
Mhm.
and I don't know if it's because like, we're moms that it sticks with us so much, playing as a kid and being in that environment, but, like,
Mhm.
in our world today, but, like, I was trying to think of the first time I played if I was a mom at that point, but I was, I definitely was. So, like, I don't know if that's what makes it hit a little bit harder for, like, me and you, versus, like,
Mhm.
somebody who maybe doesn't have kids, but it's still just an unsettling game.
Very unsettling.
Yeah, I like it. Not the game premise, just I like games that make me
They
go, "Ugh."
They did it really well
They
because
did.
there's a way for you if you do it wrong, it will just completely come off cringy,
Mhm.
not even worth anybody's time, but they pulled this off really well, and it sticks with you, like you said.
They did. Their writers and their casting for, like mostly Franklin, because he has the biggest speaking role in the game, was amazing.
Mhm. Yep.
Um, I don't think they could have pulled it off with another voice actor, like you said. I don't think they could have done it.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, it wouldn't have worked
No, definitely not. Um,
because you have to have that, that non-threatening-ish voice, but yet still booming loud if, when you're mad, but still, soft enough to try to not scare the children right off the bat, but yet
don't
still very
scare the
unsettling.
children.
Don't scare the children. You're gonna play a game of death and torture, but it's okay, sweetheart. Don't worry. You can rest. Fuck
I
you, Franklin.
I know,
Fuck you.
right? Oh my god. He got me with some of that.
Fuck you. Anyway.
I don't think it's a really, like, complicated game either. It's pretty easy because again, we're a child playing this, but it
Mhm.
works in I think that works in their favor because of that. Because 'cause you're just mostly exploring and trying to get out and hiding when you
Mhm.
need to, which, I mean, that is exactly what a kid would do in that situation, I think. And then we have
Yeah.
just little puzzles. He made them relatively easy for you to solve because his thing isn't the game. He just wants you to go through it and think you have hope, and he's just gonna snatch it away from
Mhm.
you. That's his
Yep.
goal.
Yep.
How do you feel about the puzzles?
Oh. Uh, it took me a minute to kind of piece together. It was the one with his spear on the wall.
Mhm.
I didn't realize you needed to actually touch the spear.
Yeah, I
Um,
walked past that quite a few times the first time. I was like, "What am
Even
I
though there's
doing?"
like notes that is like, "Oh, this spear. Oh, I want to win this spear. Please give me this opportunity to win this spear. Oh, here, honey, Franklin, darling, love child of my life. Oh, I bought you a spear because I know you've always wanted one. Thank you, mommy. Thank you so much." Like, and it's like spear, spear. Touch the spear. Didn't think about it. Okay, sailor.
Good job, sailor.
Great job, sailor. Great job.
I'm trying to think if any gave me a hard time the first time I played. I think there was one. I'm trying to think which one it was. I don't think it was really that. I think it was more like solving Andy's trail. I missed a couple times the first time I played.
Mhm.
Um, which is stupid because Andy's very upfront where he puts things. He like
Right.
and I don't know, I missed something and it was silly, but I don't think most of the puzzles were hard. I think they were pretty easy. It was more finding what you needed than it was
Yeah.
difficult. More of a I'm so scared I'm not gonna pay attention to anything around me, so I'm gonna miss something that says cut me.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say that was it because he made it, so that a child could do it. And it would
Mhm.
be easy for a child. I mean, the bold letters are right there. Like, put the goldfish in the mannequin's hands.
Mhm.
Voila. Door
Voila.
opens.
Ta-da!
It tells you point blank, what exactly you need to do. It's just that stupid spear. That
Super
stupid spear
spear.
is just that's what held me back for a while. That's
Really?
honestly, I'm just walking back and forth. What am I supposed to do? It was so bad. So bad.
I think also no, it wasn't really a puzzle, but, like, in Theodore's carnival, when you have to get the key off the desk, there's no indication of what you're supposed to do or get. Like, you get the mannequins, like, up and down
Yeah,
arms, and then once you get the crowbar, he's like, "Here I come to kill you," but then, like, that's all the direction. You don't get that you have to get a key or anything. You kinda have to just figure it out.
wing it.
Mhm.
You have to die many times.
Yeah, I got bonked a lot the first time.
Y Yeah. Um, you I don't even remember what it says when you pick up the key. It's not even does it even say exit key or anything like that?
Mm-mm. I
Because,
don't
like,
think so.
the exit seems too obvious. You pick
Mhm.
up the key and it's like, "That can't be for the exit. Hold on.
But it is. That's
No.
what's crazy, and
That
I think that just points to, like we know that Theodore is not the mastermind. Like, he is definitely, like, just a
Mhm,
brute who likes killing, and Franklin
mhm.
is the brain of their operation that they have going on, which we'll talk about. But,
Theodore
like,
is the strong arm.
yeah, for sure. For
Mhm.
sure. Alright, we're gonna talk about our favorite thing in the world. Ready?
Oh boy.
Trauma.
The SpongeBob meme,
Yeah.
traumatic.
Yes. 'Cause emotionally, this game fucking wrecked me the first time I played.
Emotionally scarred. We're smiling,
Yes.
but we're really deeply traumatized.
We're
We're laughing
dying.
through the trauma. We're
Yes.
yeah.
Like, I literally think about this game all the time. Like, when I find a story game like, I think there was another one that involved kids. I haven't finished it yet 'cause it bored me. It was alright. It wasn't bad, but, like, I was like,
Mhm.
"This it's not Don't Be Afraid." It's not Don't Be Afraid. I don't like it.
So this is the game you compare the other games to.
I do compare a lot of games to this one, especially story ones. Like,
Okay.
obviously, I'm not gonna compare, like, Dead by Daylight or Repo or Outlast to this game because it's a totally different
Right.
thing, but, like, what was that? Oh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Wait. Oh, no, no one wants to see my Steam. Hold on. I'm gonna find it because it's something sleeps. Hold on. Wait. Wait.
Oh, 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 oh,
Oh. Oh,
is that the one with you're like this little toddler and like you're going through this like dream world or whatever
Among
and
the
like
Sleep.
cuz your mother is like yeah, your mom's like an alcoholic or
Mhm.
whatever
Don't tell me. I haven't
and
finished it. Don't tell
yeah.
me.
Oh,
She ruined the game. Ruined! I'm just kidding.
spoiler alert. My bad.
I played through, like, half of it. It was alright. I didn't hate it. It wasn't bad, but it didn't hit me as much as Don't Be Afraid did, and I don't
Mhm.
know if it's just because it was my first game like that, but, like, the fact of how they portrayed being a kid and going through that, I think is what did it for me, and it hurt my soul, and I think the ending
Mhm.
is what got me, the bad ending, because there's no
Yes.
it's not just, like, that he dies, he was tortured this whole time, and then
Mhm.
you get this hope, like, "Yeah, I did it, I escaped," and then not only do you get bonked by fucking Theodore on your way out the fucking door, but, like
The screams
Yes!
David screamed is still in my head. I
Yes!
can't whoever the voice child actor or actor of that,
Mhm.
great too. But oh my god.
Yeah, and then, like, not only that, but then you wake up back where you started. And Franklin's like,
Mhm.
"One more game. Fuck you, Franklin." And then when you get there, he sits you in the chair. He's like, "You can rest now." And it's so he does it in such a calming parental way that David's just
Mhm.
like, "Okay, I did it. I'm done. I can rest." And then he comes in and he's like, "Go ahead, go to sleep. You can rest." And then the credits fucking roll. And then he fucking stabs you again. And then he's like, "Oh,
Yep.
sorry, darling." Fuck you, Franklin.
Mhm.
Fuck you.
You're like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
Just how
Also,
dare.
when you're walking through in the final part, you're walking and, like, your eyesight is so fuzzy, I mean, through
Yes.
the tears too, but, like, from the pain that David is going through, and
Like, the
he's just
veins,
oh,
oh my
and, like,
god.
yes, bending over and just you could tell this kid is in so much pain, and oh my god,
It's
like
horrible.
my heart was fucking ripped, man. I'm about to start crying now thinking about it. It's
I
oh my
know.
god.
I know, it's like, "Hey, guys, let's play this game." Sorry.
Ruined forever. Life ruined. Huh.
We're gonna talk theories. This is where Sailor's gonna give me all the questions.
Oh, you got it. Mhm.
But we know that there's 3 endings. So the first one we just talked
Mhm.
about, the bad ending, where
Mhm.
David does not make it. There's no getting out of it, and you know this because when you get to the attic, your box that he puts you in, which, by the way, spoiler, Franklin puts his kids in boxes and gives them names like they're toys. "Oh, your camera just went off. Give it back. Thanks."
We're back.
So Franklin puts you in toy boxes, and when you get to the attic, this is where the story changes. If you get the bad ending, you get a box that says David the Crybaby.
Mhm.
Imagine being a crybaby when you've been fucking kidnapped by a psycho a killer.
I know, and that's
Crazy.
the bad ending, like, that makes that fucking name kind of fucks me up. Fucking the
Uh-huh.
crybaby? Like, yes, I'm excuse me, yes, I'm the crybaby. Damn.
Right. And then we have my favorite ending, the good ending. It is considered the good ending,
Mhm,
obviously. This is where when you get to the attic, it will say David the Explorer, and this is because you have found all the little hidey holes and tapes that Andy has left behind. We're going to talk about
mhm,
Andy because Andy is my hero, literally and metaphorically. So Andy is an older child. And we know this
mhm.
because Franklin literally says, "You're older than I usually like, you fucking creep."
I love it when Andy goes, "Fuck you," and
I
we're like, "Yes!
I know.
Yes!" It's
Yes,
the very
Andy.
first tape you hear, the very first tape you fucking hear, and he goes, "Fuck you," and I'm like, "Ah, yes, that gives me some kind of strength. I can get through this."
Yes. And, that actually is another thing that they tell us when you look at the notes is that Theodore is mostly the one who gets the kids for Franklin, and he, like, thinks of them as gifts.
Mhm.
He's like, "I got you a gift, and it's this kid." I'm like, "That's that's not a gift, sir. Please
No.
send him
That
back. Return to sender." Yeah?
wrong. Ugh.
But yeah, so Andy is older, so he's, a little bit smarter, and what he
Mhm,
does is he creates tapes because Franklin gives you a freaking tape recorder. I don't understand to listen to tapes, but Andy
mhm.
uses it to create tapes, and he leaves them around in the dark because he knows that it's somewhere like younger children would be afraid of. And he's like, well, if I had him here, Franklin won't think to look there because the kids aren't going to go there. So he
Right.
hides these tapes and he leaves trails of crayons and he leaves stuff behind for them like keys and screwdrivers and other things to help them get out.
Mhm,
And he leaves us a bunch of things and a bunny, which is Jamie's bunny. And Jamie is the kid that you play as in the prologue who does not make it, unfortunately. If you follow Andy's advice, you go to the school. So instead of Theodore bonking you, you get a mask that scares him. And the mask looks like the
mm.
Sean, the blood drinking ghost.
Just Sean.
Sean.
I'll put that in the lore video now. He's Sean.
Sean. Just put an arrow like ding, ding, ding. That's
That's what
Sean.
I was gonna do. Yes, Sean, our hero.
But yeah, so
Ugh.
that raises the first question for me personally is that Theodore was scared of that. That means he has seen Sean, the ghost.
Mhm.
I can't take
Yep.
it seriously now. But he's seen the ghost. So like it's not a
Mhm.
figment of David's imagination. There is a ghost. And the at least
Ghosts.
Theodore. Yeah, ghosts.
There's
There's 3, I think,
I think
that
the
they
most I've seen
show.
was 5.
Of the ghosties, I think it's the same one you see, except for at the end when they leave. I thought it was 3. I could be wrong, I don't know.
I
I
don't
know
know.
you see, like,
There
the people, the kids, but, like, the actual, like,
Mhm,
chihuahua ghosts, I think there's only a couple. But so we know that Theodore sees them, which I
mhm.
feel like is a little bit they left it out. I wish they would have done more with Theodore's dialogue maybe of seeing him.
Yeah.
But, um, so you get past Theodore with the mask. He basically, like, falls to his knees and is like, "Ah," and then, like, he lets you go.
Ugh. Uh-huh.
And then you end up in this part of the school that has, like, a freezer that has a broken lock. So when you walk into the freezer, it will shut behind you and you can't open it. So
Mhm,
when you first go in there, Franklin comes out and he's like, "Haha, you're gonna die." And, you can get out, and then you have to lure him into the freezer, and then you can,
mhm.
turn the water off, and Sean, our friendly ghost, kills him for us, and
Yep.
that's the end. And then, all the ghosts come out and like, "Thank you, da, 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 thank you so much," and you can give Jamie his bunny, and I thought that was so sweet, and I almost cried when I gave him his bunny. Like, poor Jamie. But that's my favorite ending, I think more because Franklin, I think, gets his just desserts by being eaten by something he created himself.
Oh, absolutely. That's karma right there. That's karma.
We love some good karma.
We do. Did
We
you
do.
mention what the name of the good ending was? That was David the Explorer?
Yeah,
Did we
David
mention
the
that?
Explorer.
Yeah, yeah, that one, David the Explorer.
Yeah, David the Explorer.
Also, that attic scene was very weird too, though.
They're all weird because right, they're all different. Like, the first one, um,
Mhm,
the crybaby, I think both the parents are dead? Is that one? No.
Yes.
No, that's the good ending. The bad ending we have to rewatch it because 'cause I'm pretty sure in the good ending when you go up, he's like, "I've killed your parents, and if you don't cooperate, I'm gonna kill your grandparents too."
That's right.
I know what the 3rd one is, but I can't remember what the 1st one is. What's the
The
1st
bad
one?
ending the bad ending I just did this
Is
last
it the
night.
mom? Not
No.
both?
I don't think there is one in the bad ending.
No?
I don't think there's anybody's head in the bad ending.
Hmm. We'll have to go back and look because I can't remember. I know in the ending that we all hate, it's his friend that he was going to go see.
Tom, yeah, the mama's boy ending. That was
Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna talk about that next. But back to Andy, I just love him because he knew he wasn't getting out. Like, he knew, and I'm
Mhm,
pretty sure I could be wrong, someone can correct me, but I'm pretty sure so when you go to get the mask, it's in Theodore's part, so we know that he got to Theodore at least,
mhm.
and you can get to a secret wall that takes you to this, like, back room, and there's a skeleton there, and it's not, like, an adult skeleton, I think it is a teenager, and I think Andy died there, and he leaves us clock hands to get the
It
mask. I really think he died there.
it would make the most sense though because he would be the only one who would know
Mhm, and we
where that
don't
area is.
and there's no more tapes or anything after that. There's nothing, like, that's it. We don't hear
N
from Andy ever again.
no, but also, none of the tapes, all of the tapes were where they were supposed to be. So it's
Mhm,
not like, there's like an abundance of tapes, and
mhm,
every, kids that come through, take one or whatever. So that's what makes me think that that's definitely Andy because
mhm.
that was the only tape, those sets were the only tapes. We now have the tapes and Andy was the
Well,
one doing the
here's the
tapes.
problem with our theory, and I was thinking about it a lot because I have problems. Um, we know we know that Andy comes after Jamie,
Right,
and from what we can see, we come after Andy. So, I guess
right.
it kinda begs the question, like, how far apart is Franklin taking these kids? I mean, obviously, it has to be far enough apart that no one's catching him. He's a freaking teacher. He's a biology teacher at the school. Him and Theodore work at the same school.
Right. Well, worked because now the school's abandoned, or is it a different school
No,
now that they work at?
no, they still work at a school. This is just a different school. Like, this is just an
Different school.
abandoned school. Yeah, because
Mm,
I think there's a comment or a note in when you first get to Franklin, not Franklin, Theodore's carnival where you have to hit the books in the right color order. There's a
mhm,
note from, like, the principal saying, "I know you, like, live here, but, like, you need to, like, come to work." And, like, I
mm.
think it's a different school or it's an abandoned part of the school maybe, but they still work together.
Oh, right.
And Lydia was a child at that school. You can find, a library book thing with her name on it in the school.
Mhm, and then also Franklin wrote a note there's a note too that, Franklin had her excused from, like, 2 days of school because of, her surgery.
Her s her surgery where
Yeah, use
spoiler
that
alert,
term loosely.
Franklin is Lydia's fucking dad, and he cut out her face and gave her a mouthful of teeth like a shark. Crazy. It's
Teeth.
crazy. It's fucking wild, and I'm
The
pretty
first
sure
time I
he
saw
killed the
her
mom.
yeah, no, there's no doubt he did. Yeah, that the yeah, his little family is
Fucked.
alive, but not alive. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, there you go.
they're fucked. Because 'Cause I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure the mom is the big ass fucking mannequin chick.
right, because there's yeah.
'Cause Lydia
Yeah,
writes in
that
her journal like, "Oh, mom, like, went missing and dad's not the same, even though we're pretty sure that your dad offed her." But, like and then he gives her surgery, and then he also did the same to Carl. Like, he's just a fucking psychopath.
mhm,
It's
doing
wild.
experiments. Also selling organs on the
Yeah,
black market.
yeah. What is that about? Hello? Well,
One
they
little
do need their
poster
money.
saying I mean, somehow that house is extravagant. That
It
house is
really is.
extravagant.
It is.
So, I
It
mean,
doesn't I feel like it from the outside, it probably doesn't look that big. It's one of those, like, it doesn't look that big, but then, like, it just keeps going. And again, that could
mhm.
just be his mind of a child, like, thinking how big this house is, but, like, it's fucking enormous.
Hold on. That just brought me to one of my theories here or my questions here. Okay,
Okay.
so when you're in Lydia's level, right?
Yeah.
okay, when you first start, you go down the hallway with all those mannequins, and you make the left, and then you go, you see the little doll with the little thing. It's like, oh, you need this puzzle piece. Then you go down all the way down that other hallway, and then, like, you get to that clanging monkey or whatever, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm coming to kill you, and then you have to make, another left. But like, if you went back down the hallway where you
Mhm.
originally came from, it's a dead end.
Yes.
It's like H.H. Holmes up in this bitch. What do you
It
mean?
it really is, and I do think, like, that's the reason they were selling organs for money is because they were building these elaborate death houses for their sick, twisted games. I really do.
I was so confused the first time. I was like, "Why? This was an actual hallway. Am I gaslighting myself? What is happening?" Because
I mean,
there's the bathroom, okay.
in the eyes of a child,
That's what I had to keep reminding myself, "Say that you are a child. This is all through the eyes of a child."
a traumatized child.
Very traumatized child.
There was a point I was gonna make and I totally forgot what it was.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do
Damn
that.
it. It's okay. I guess let's talk about our least favorite ending, the mother ending. So, I have some
I
theories.
I don't understand.
I
I
have
don't
2
understand.
theories.
I'm ready because what?
So, let's start off how David got captured, right? So
Mhm,
David is I love him, but he's stupid because he's an 11-year-old who kinda just was like, "Ah, nothing can touch me." So he sneaks out in the middle of the night
mhm,
to go see his
mhm,
friend Tom, and that's where Franklin catches him. It's a little
mhm.
bit different depending on which ending you get. However
That's the thing, though. 'Cause, like, also there's a part 2 where, like, not a part 2, but, like, there's a part to it where, you're looking at Franklin, and, like, you walk towards Franklin and someone comes behind you and grabs you.
Mhm.
"Hello, Theodore."
Yep, and in the mother ending, he gives you a piece of orange candy that the same candy his mother gives him. Yep.
Okay, okay, as a
Also
mother hold on, as a mother, though, would you leave a full bowl of candy next to your child's bed at night?
that's what I said. I'm like and, like, when he goes down, he's like, "I can't sleep," and his mom was like, "Have some sugar," and I'm like, "What? Huh?
What
What
did
do
you
you"
put in the sugar? What
Right?
did you put in that candy?
So after when you go through if you do Andy's if you go through Andy's ending, you get
Mhm,
to see Franklin's office, and
that
it shows you he basically was stalking David. He was looking
mhm,
at his patterns, and he made a comment, like, he sneaks out at night to see his friend. That's where we get him at.
mhm.
So David gets got. So if you get the
He
mother ending, which, you have to gather some things. You have to gather one of Franklin's mask, a jar of blood, uh, it
fake blood,
says
not real blood,
yeah, and,
fake blood.
yes, it is fake blood, and then a mannequin leg, which does not look like a mannequin leg, and a mannequin arm that does not look like a mannequin arm, and you give it to some statues, and then you kinda carry on the rest of the game. You get a box in the attic that says, "David, the mama's
The mama's
boy."
boy. Mhm,
And Franklin greets him with his friend's head on a platter. Here's where my theory is. So you can go by what everyone says, and it's the nightmare ending because after you go through the school and your mom's up in a cage and you you skirt around what's her name? Anna, the mom,
yeah,
and you hit all the levers and you bring the cage down, it's a mannequin. And then
mhm.
you're greeted by all the baddies, and they're like, "Yeah, good job. Woo, we knew you could do it." And then Franklin's like, "Have a piece of candy." And it's the orange candy again. And David goes back to sleep, and his mom makes him like, David, what's wrong? Oh my God, you're fine. It's fine." And then she sings the same
That
motherfucking
fuck
song.
ass song,
that
that fuck ass song.
that fuck ass song that Franklin and Lydia sing. And it kind of like throws you because, like, what? What do
How does
you
it tie
mean?
together? How does it tie together? I need to get the developers on the phone. We need to get the developers on the phone and be like, "What did you mean by this ending?"
So here's my
Also, you
theory.
could tell I'm a millennial because phones,
Yeah.
ring, ring. Not the
Ring, ring, ring.
Ring ring, developers. I have questions.
The first theory is that it was a dream. Maybe because I don't think it necessarily means that Franklin's not real. I just think maybe David heard about the murders and he dre don't glare at me like that. That maybe he
I'm not
dreamed.
glaring at you, I'm thinking.
Don't you look at me in that tone of voice. Maybe it's just a dream. A dream theory. Okay, I'm done. That's I think the main consensus is that it was a dream. However, it still could be. But I think that the biggest thing is I truly think that his friend died. I think Tom died. I think they
Yes,
found his body, and I think that triggered David to have these dreams, and I think that was his way of what he thinks that his friend went through. And he's like, "Oh, it's gonna happen to me." I don't think David was the target. I think his friend was the target.
possibly, but hear me out too. In the very beginning, when Franklin's doing his, first speech or whatever, you hear the scream of a child right in the next room. What
Mhm.
if that's Tom?
What if it's Andy?
It's too young of a
That's
scream.
true. That's true. And I think there's quite a gap in between him stealing the
Mhm.
kids. So yeah, it
Well,
could
also
absolutely.
Andy's voice is deeper
That's
in the
true.
tapes and everything, so
That's true. And I feel like I don't know, maybe because I think Andy's such a fucking badass. I don't think that Andy would give Franklin the satisfaction of screaming.
that too, yeah.
Yeah, you could be right. It could be that he took Tom as well, and that's who
Mhm.
we're hearing. It definitely could be. I don't know. I hate the ending. I think it's a fun ending. I hate the connotation it gives. I don't like it.
It's a very weird ending that feels very misplaced.
Yeah. I think the reason we get the dream ending feeling is because there's so many things like the singing and the song and the candy.
Mhm,
I think
mhm.
it's just David's brain putting things in there that he knows.
I also had a theory too. So, what if when Theodore hits him, like, because when Mama's Boy and he only hits him one time,
Mhm.
what if it's enough to make him hallucitrip all of that
A
afterwards?
lucid trip.
The levers, the cage, the everybody, around him with the candy, and then, his mom, being on the bed with him, maybe that's like he's, like, thinking like, "Oh, maybe I'm really back safe home and everything," but you're really not, you're still in that fuck ass of a place.
What if no, that probably what if you're right? What if he still escaped though after the first hit? Maybe that was just him. What
Whoa,
if he
oh,
escapes? What I got
yeah?
excited. What if he escapes, right? And maybe it
Uh-huh.
is a dream. Maybe he's just remembering. Maybe it is kind of like the good ending, but he's dreaming of
Oh,
what he went
oh,
through because we do have a second game and he has
yeah,
fucking
and
trauma.
he is fucking traumatized. I've
He's
watched some
fucked.
gameplay. He is fucked up in the second game. Yeah. So what if that and then his mom is like not really singing that song, but that's him thinking she's singing that song because he's just so fucked.
And
Lunar, I
she's
think
just
we,
like,
we
we broke it. We did
we
it.
figured it out. We did it. Game solved. We're done. All right. We're
We
done.
don't have to talk to the devs now. It's fine.
Yep, we figured it out. We're on to you, devs. We're so smart. We figured it out. Look at us.
'Cause it's like a third ending, right? So, like,
Mhm,
maybe
mhm.
he did get out, and maybe this ending is just, like, the him remembering what he went through and, like, the trauma, and maybe that's why his mom is like, "Oh, calm down, calm down. Like, it's
Plus a little bit
okay."
of brain injury in the middle of it too.
Exactly. I maybe that's it. Maybe that's what happens. I lied. There is a fourth ending.
Wait. What? You hold on. No, you specifically said Sailor. There's 3 endings.
Let me ask you.
Specifically, you
She
yes, I'm
said
listening.
specifically, "Let me ask you." When
Yes.
you're in the main house where the phone rings, okay?
Okay.
When you get ready to leave, when you get the key finally
Uh,
and you can go through the door,
uh-huh.
did you go pet
Uh-huh.
the 7 fluffy kitties?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I did. He kills you.
Yeah, it's immediate death. That's your 4th ending. Immediate death.
Oh, okay, yeah, then okay, yeah. Well, I saw a theory that there's, like, a time traveler ending.
No, I don't
Have you
think there
seen
is.
anything? No?
I
Mm.
don't think there is. I didn't see any other endings. I think are you sure that wasn't for the second one? Because I think there was some fucking weird shit in the second one.
I have no idea. It
I
was
do
on
highly recommend it if
it
you
was
ever
on
wanna play.
Reddit.
Well, was on Reddit.
It was
Fucking
on
Reddit.
Reddit.
I if you ever wanna play the second one, I will share my library so you can play it because I don't know, I don't wanna say it's not worth buying, it is a good game, it's not as good as
Mhm,
the first one. They do bring the voice actor back for Franklin, but, like and they brought him back oh, no, he wasn't in the second one. They brought him back for another game they came out with, there's another Don't Be Afraid game, but I think it's not the same story, but the second one is David as an adult, like our ages,
mhm.
dealing with his trauma from what happened to him. And
Right,
it
that's Don't
has
Be Afraid too.
oh god, it has
Yeah.
such a twist. I'm not gonna do any spoilers. It has such a twisty fucking ending. It's good, it's just not as good as the first one, I think. But, I
Say I watched
digress.
some gameplay on it, but I didn't watch all of it, so I don't
It's good,
know
it's
much
good.
of the story. It's like an escape room, which I like playing games like that. I used to love
Yes.
Nancy Drew games, so maybe I'll like this. I don't know. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
I think you would. You can borrow it.
Okay.
So I think we can all agree, like, we didn't love the mother ending.
Well, now that we have our theory, I'm just gonna roll with it, and I
I'm gonna
don't
roll with it
hate
too.
it less. I hate it less.
I hated it
That's what I
less.
meant. I hate it less.
I think, I think that's what makes it great is even though there's only a couple endings, like, yeah, the first 2 are pretty like, that's what it is, but
Mhm.
I don't know, we still have, like, that unresolved, like, Theodore knowing that there's ghosts and seeing the ghost, and, like, we do get to see the ghost in the good ending too, which I think is really sad. But
Yeah.
I think it leaves us with enough questions that it makes you continue to think about the game. It's not like, "Oh, it's done, whatever, meh, fuck David," like, it's done.
Mhm.
It's has that it makes you wanna, like, either play it or, like, you wanna talk about it because it's so deep and it's really good. And fucking
Yep.
Franklin, man, he is just it's it's just crazy to see his mind work through other people and, like, what he did to his family. It's so wild, and you can never understand it.
And the way he, like, mimicked David's mom in the phone
Yes.
call, that's
Yes.
crazy.
I don't
That's
know
did
yeah, I don't know if, like,
Was
it
that actually
was
the same voice actor, or was that, like
I don't think so. No, but I
what?
don't see I question if, like, he really did mimic her that way, or again, he was surveilling him. Did he record her? Or is David so traumatized that he just kind of sounded like a female and his mind immediately went, "Oh, my mom," because he's a kid.
Well, I mean, if it's the good ending, she's dead,
That's true.
so he probably recorded her voice
Or
or
or again, we're playing through the eyes of a child. We do not know how long we are in this house. We have no idea.
that's
So,
that's
we don't
true.
know when he killed the parents or the mom or whatever in the good ending. Like, she could have been alive at that point because remember in the good ending, you are going into the dark spots where Franklin cannot see you. So maybe like when he loses him, he's like, "Nope, not doing this. He's getting punished. I'm gonna go kill his mom." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
O or she could have been one of those people in the jail cells in the basement.
that is true. He could have
There's
kidnapped the
no
whole
fa you
family.
can't Yep. The face is covered, nobody knows, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, we don't know. We have no idea. We have no time frame of when these events happen
Mm-mm.
at all.
And
None.
that's what's scary because you're like, "How long have I been here?"
How long has David been missing? How long have they given up? Like, we
Mhm,
have no idea. None.
mhm,
And then the fucking cop in the middle of it, we see the only alive other victim that we see is that cop. And Theodore, when you
mhm.
first get to that carnival, Theodore is killing the cop's wife. He has the
Yes.
cop tied up with his leg off that they kept alive for whatever purpose,
Mhm.
and they killed their kid. Like,
Yep.
it's because they got too close. So we know that somebody was onto them. So someone got
Well,
sloppy.
also well, also, when you're in that room with the dummy, with the balloon or whatever, or that TV with the video or
Yeah.
whatever, that's of Theodore killing so, that's that camera as well.
Mhm.
So he took his time
He
with
took
her.
his time.
Ugh.
And when you see her, because you do see her body when you go through
Mhm.
after you hallucitrip through that whole
Yeah.
fucking sequence, we don't. We don't know because when you get to her body, she looks like she's been dead for a bit.
A bit,
She's
yeah.
yeah, she looks, what's the
Mummified,
fucking
kind of.
yeah, so, like, is
Mhm.
that just how David's seeing her because it's a body? Like, did Theodore fuck her up that bad? Or, like, have we maybe been there longer than we know? Because 'Cause we're a kid, we don't know. My
We
kid
don't know
thinks
how
it's
long
been 5
Franklin's kept
hours when
us
it's
out.
been 2 minutes, you know? Like
That too, yeah. I mean, we also don't know how long Franklin's been drugging us,
Right, well, Theodore, too, through
and
the hallucid
Franklin,
trip.
because
Yeah, oh, yeah, he does yeah, I guess he does
because
drug us.
Franklin's like, "I gave you a little something, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Franklin."
God damn it, Franklin, you motherfucker. I think that's what makes him so fucking disturbing. He's
Mhm.
not like a monster really in a sense because he's a teacher and he even himself doesn't think I know.
That's just picturing, because like, you don't know what his face actually looks like, so, like, me picturing this man, just smiling, teaching his kids
Mhm.
biology, them just smiling up at him, not knowing what kind of horrible atrocities he commits in his own house, like, that's just
I know, and it's I made a comment, I don't know if you heard it when I was playing. I made a comment about his body, like, their characters they used was great because so Franklin's shirtless every time we see him. He has, like,
Mhm,
literal, like, work pants that you would see on, like, on a teacher, like slacks. He's
mhm,
shirtless, bloody, and he has a mask on. But he
mhm,
has the gait and the figure of, like, a biology teacher. He looks like a teacher. He has the same walk. He has the same kinda, like, hunch over, like, I sit at my desk a lot kinda deal. He looks like
mm.
a teacher besides the mask and blood.
Imma have to
Go take a gander at Franklin. Go ahead, take a
I
gander.
I really don't wanna take a gander, I'm a glimpse. I'm a
A
glimpse.
glimpse. I'm a glimpse.
I'm a glimpse. That's
But he's delusional too. He doesn't see himself as a monster. Like he knows what obviously he knows what he's doing is wrong.
right, right.
However, he thinks of himself as an artist. He talks about how stupid people are because he made these
Mhm.
mannequins in this house, this contraptions, and how smart he is and how dumb these
They
people
don't
are.
know there's
Yeah,
bodies are next right in what?
yeah.
What?
And I
I
think
mean, you
that's
gotta think, like, that's a lot of work because the smell alone, but could you imagine the smell of that
I
house? How could
they
you not though?
there ain't enough fucking Febreze in the world.
Especially that, like, hidden room with the fucking spear, that
Yes.
little and you're like, "Oh my god, there's body parts dangling from the ceiling. How did nobody smell
Right.
that?"
Right. Nothing. And, like, he's so proud of it, so proud of it.
He really is.
He is. It's crazy. And he
He
uses
thinks of
them to
himself as
tell
an
stories.
artist.
Yeah, and he uses them to tell stories, and it's like he's giving it meaning what he's doing, and I think it makes him so fucking gross, like, it's so great.
Did you hear that final tape, like, in the school or whatever? He's trying to get the mannequins to do this
Yes!
play that he wants, and he's like, "Oh, you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing that. Oh, excellent job," and blah. And I'm like, "Ugh."
But he's not crazy, like, they did move
They are
because
moving.
if you read the notes, he was reading occult things on how to make I forget what they called
Mhm.
it, but it was like he had a bunch of occult books of how to keep a spirit in an inanimate object. So he truly did have some kind of weird occult shit going on as well. It's just
Yeah. I mean,
and
you could tell too with that weird ass shrine looking thing he
mhm.
had, especially
I
with
th-
the mannequins praying to him.
yeah.
Like,
I think that's the only place I would say that this falls flat for me is that you put those in there. Like this would have been a great game without those things, but you put them in there with no further context on them. Nothing really besides that tape you can find if you get the certain ending and go listen to it. And
mhm,
the whole way that Theodore reacts to the mask. I think I would've liked to have more of that to kinda, like, because I felt like
yeah.
they had something going with it, which would've been great had we continued with it, but they didn't, so, like, I personally think they coulda just left it out and just been like, "Oh, Franklin's moving them." That makes sense too, but because of how they did it, I kinda, like I was left wanting a little bit more of that.
Hear me out, developers. Hear me out. I'm talking to you again, developers. Ready? Ready? I need a pre or a prologue of Franklin. I wanna know why
Ooh.
he does the things and how he got into this occulty shit. I need to get into this man's mind. Like, let
Well,
me do that.
we know he was a horrific child because there is a note to the mom, Franklin's mom, saying from a therapist saying, "I think I could help you. Give me a call." So, like, I think it's safe to assume that Franklin was, like he was probably
I don't
killing
know
fucking
why
animals.
I thought that was about David. I don't know why, but I thought that was about David. But
I
okay,
don't
I'll have to go
think
back and
so.
look at that note.
I don't think so because it's in Theodore or Franklin's house. I don't think there's any notes on David besides his workroom where he is, like, stalking him.
Right.
I truly think well, I don't know because Franklin's last name is Deegan, which is
Mhm.
really funny because Julian's last name is really close to which is gonna be my last name soon, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if it was about David or not, or did he
Hmm.
change his last name so he couldn't like, it couldn't be connected back to him?
I don't
I know
I'm gonna have to I'll
now I got more questions.
developers, you hear me? You hear me? I'm pleading with you, developers, please. I can't make games, so I need to do you guys do it. Cool, thanks.
I'm gonna have to go into their Discord later and be like, "Listen, I need to know. I have questions." I'm gonna go look
I
at
have
it.
ideas. I have questions. Please, please.
Final thought time, Sailor. You ready?
Wait, what? What?
Yep.
What did we?
Yeah. Yeah. We're final thoughts. You ready?
Holy shit! Okay.
To start off, I think Don't Be Afraid is not a game that I would recommend to everybody because of the context. It's very heavy.
Hmm.
And I think it's good that
Yes.
people know what they are walking into. It's not like casual, spooky fun. It's not like fun games you kind of laugh it off and you're done. It is child abduction, it is murder, body horror, family,
Well,
psychological
the
trauma.
the way you told me though, you didn't give me anything. You're like, you need to play this. It's gonna. I cried on stream. I cried on stream. That's all you told me. That's all she told me, right? So I didn't really know what I was walking into. She said, "Oh, by the way, Sailor, you should play. Don't be afraid. The first toy, just to give you, just a little
I just wanted you to
snippet of
have a
what you're
taste. That's
gonna."
why I said, watch that. Play that. Have a taste.
As soon as I started, I said, "Oh my God, Lunar, what the fuck did you get me into?"
Bad Lunar.
I was not prepared. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but man,
Bad
oh,
Lunar.
you have to tell people what they're getting into with this because
You
oh
do.
my God.
You do. But I think for it is short. Like, I mean, granted, we know what we're doing now, but like, it's a game you can beat in an hour and a half, an hour and a half. It's a very
Yeah.
short game, but it does so much so well. It
Mhm,
it uses that perspective in a really good way that works against you most of the time. It
mhm.
doesn't use like the whole child thing as like a gimmick where you're still like the same size as everything. Like even tables are like way above your head in the game.
Yes.
And it changes how it makes you feel, and it's the
Mhm.
house is really big, the dark is really fucking scary, and there's
Yes.
not power, you have to use your candle, and it's something that no child should ever have to go through, and I think, again, it's not the jump scares that stuck with me, it's how sad the game really, really is, like, the bad ending, it's horrifying, and, like, you die, and then we have Andy that we know dies, and poor
Mhm.
Lydia singing in the dark, whispering for help to whoever will come and help her, and Franklin making it all just a fun little game, and it's horrifying, and it's sad, and it's creepy, but it's so good. It's so good.
It is. It is. One thing real quick. Why was David his last? Like in the bad ending, he's like, "You're my last, my last art project, and I
I
now have to clean house or something like that." Like,
Because the cops got too close, and now they killed a cop, and they're gonna have to move,
oh,
and
duh.
and
Why didn't
yeah.
I? Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Good
Duh.
job, Sailor.
I had a moment. We're good. Okay. Duh.
Yeah, I think they're just pointing at with the whole cop thing is that, like, that cop got too close, which means, like, they're getting too sloppy, they need to maybe too many kids have gone missing, they need to find somewhere else, which is I think is why they were needing more money is to because they have to remake the whole house again. Could you
I just
imagine?
had another theory.
Could you
I,
imagine buying a house and it fucking having all these secret goddamn rooms in it? Like, God, what's your theory? Oh
yeah.
god, do you have a face? What's
Okay.
going on?
I have okay, so hear me out. Okay, so, like, you know how psychotic people who, like, get obsessed with one person? What if Franklin was David's teacher, and he just became completely obsessed with David, and so David was always going to be his end all be all?
It could have been. I mean, it absolutely could have been because I mean, even when he takes him, like he uses a fake voice through the whole thing. He doesn't we know he doesn't
Mhm,
talk like that. Like you
mhm,
can tell because the voice changes he does.
mhm.
So it very well could be that it was David's teacher and now these kids that Franklin was teaching are missing. And it could all point back to him and that's why he has to clean house and they have to wrap up and that's why David is his
Yep.
last project.
David was the one he wanted all along.
And you can see that from the workshop, like, all the, like he's like do you ever see that the meme with Charlie Day and he has, like, the cigarette in his hand, he's all wild hair, and he's like,
Oh,
"This one
yeah,
points
the
to this."
conspiracy meme. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Like, that was what that workshop looked like. It
It
always makes
really
me
did,
laugh.
though.
This is totally off topic, but it always makes me laugh because you ever see that TikTok where he's like, "And his sister was a witch." That's what like, that's what I think about every time.
And she was a princess! Oh, yeah, no,
That's
yeah,
us in these
that
podcasts.
yeah, no, because it's like things, like, just kinda click together,
Mhm.
like, when we're talking about it. When you play it, you're like, "Okay, yeah," you think about it, but, like, when you're talking about it with someone else, it's like things click into place, and you're like, "Is that supposed to click in that place? Is that not supposed to?" Blah, 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 like
It's fine. This is why I love you so much because I if I talk to Dana, he's just like, "Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah." But you'll be like, "Oh, oh, wait, what about this?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
but wait, there's more. Hold
and
on, but
wait,
wait, hold
there's
on. Let me get
more."
this stu
Okay, so back to our thoughts here, our final
Yes,
thoughts.
sorry, before I derailed everything, my bad.
So, I kinda like, I think again, I one of my favorites. I love it so much.
Mhm.
Could things have been done better? Absolutely. I don't love the mother ending. Now that we've kinda come up with another theory, I'm like, "Okay, I hate it less."
Yeah, right?
But it's still like even the bad endings in the mother ending, it still gave you something to think about and something to talk about. And like
Yes.
I don't want a game where like there's games I've played that I can't even remember what they're about anymore because like that was it, they were done. I just like, "Oh, okay, cool, it's done." But like this
Mhm.
one, even though it's done, like it makes you go, "Man, what did I just play?"
Right, you have to really think about what it was, and you have to be in the right headspace
Oh my
to
god,
play it,
yes. Yes.
because if you're not in the right headspace, it's gonna fuck everything up.
Fucks you up in the right headspace. Wait a second.
Fucks you up in the wrong headspace, let me tell you. Oh my god.
But it's definitely a game I would recommend to, like, people who like psychological horror would like this, like, games that have really disturbing lore or they are lore
Yes.
heavy, yeah, you would like this. However, if you prefer, like, combat, like Resident Evil games, stuff like that, this one maybe not be for you, but it's still worth a try. I do think, like, everyone should play this game once. I also think this might be a game I make my kid play when he's a little bit older enough to understand it, so he can stop talking to me like I'm crazy when I say, "Don't talk to strangers." Like, this is a game I would
Yeah,
make him play. You need to play this
yeah,
and
yeah,
pay attention.
I might, they're teenagers, might as well at this point, yep.
I definitely, I can't say no, this is just me because again, I've played it probably 20 times. I probably would not play it again after this. However, when I first played it, I would absolutely play this game over again. Would you think it has replayability?
I think once you get all of the endings, maybe the replayability is, like,
Mhm.
maybe once after, like, just to go back and really look and, you know, explore more,
Mhm.
because, like, the first time I played, I wasn't really exploring all that well. I was just trying
I'm
because, like, I
scared.
was spooked that
Yeah.
ever loving yeah, exactly, I was scared. I didn't know if anything was gonna jump at me, I didn't know if a mannequin was gonna jump at me, I didn't know if that dummy was gonna jump at me, I didn't know what was gonna happen. So, I just I didn't rush through, but, like, I didn't pay attention. So
Yeah.
when I went back through to get all the other endings, I really paid attention. I really, paid attention to the notes, paid attention to the thing. It also kind of goes with the first time I do things, it doesn't stick. It's until the second time that it actually sticks into
Yeah.
Sailor's head. So
Another comment I was just thinking about, I wish Carl had a little bit more game time. He doesn't. I mean, Lydia doesn't either, but you get more lore on Lydia than you do Carl. Carl just a big ass brute who lives in the basement.
Right, poor Carl. Like, I want to know Carl's backstory. Give me, there you go, developers, developers, developers. I'm talking to you again.
What about like a story like of Franklin's family?
And when he mutilated all of them, we have to play as Franklin mutilating them,
Oh my god, Sailor.
or as Lydia, or we could keep it with the theme, and like we could play as Lydia.
What if he played as all the characters that he just his family?
What if we played as Andy?
Oh my god. Oh my
Developers,
god.
I have ideas.
She has ideas.
$1 million ideas. Listen to me.
All right, before we wrap it up, we need a rating.
Yes.
1 out of 10 screams. What would you give Don't Be Afraid?
9.5.
Oh, I think that might be your highest score yet.
No, Dead Island was a 10.
Oh, that's right.
I
Dead
think.
Island was 10. I forgot about that. I've blocked Dead Island.
That's crazy. That hurts my heart.
I like it. Calm down. So 9.5.
Yes, 9.5 out of 10.
I think I'm gonna have to agree. Again, there's some things I would have liked to seen a little bit more on, but
Yes.
it's a solid game. It's so good. And
It
definitely,
is.
yeah, 9.5. I like it. I agree.
Mhm.
All right, Sailor. That is our episode on Don't Be Afraid. We want to know if you've played this game, what ending hit you the hardest? Did you get the bad ending the first time like me and Sailor did? Because we always do.
Yeah.
Did the good ending feel worth all the trouble to get to it? What do you think about the mother ending? Do you think it's nightmare? Are you like us? Is it a cop out, or do you think like maybe there's something more we're missing there? What do you think? Brilliant? We need opinions. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. Don't forget to follow Scream Queen Sessions for more horror game chaos, lore dives, and our terrible survival instincts. I'm Lunar.
That's for sure. What? We have terrible survival instincts.
Dare you?
And I'm Sailor.
And just remember,
Don't be afraid.
well, maybe be a little bit afraid. Okay, bye. Bye. But seriously.
Sometimes data is on the air.